What's up everybody, back with some more Pokemon Unbound Insane Mode post-game, and today we're going to battle the one and only, the true champion, Cynthia. Cynthia seems to make her way into every Pokemon game and ROM hack. She's also a fan favorite, so I figured this would be a cool video to make. And as usual, Cynthia never disappoints. She has a really strong team, however, she has a few variations of what Pokemon team she uses. The Pokemon that she uses depend on the Pokemon that you have in your party and what Pokemon you lead with. And there's an element of randomness to what Pokemon she leads with, but this time she's going to start with Darkrai, and we lead with Gardevoir. Darkrai goes for the Dark Void. It's a low accuracy move, and he misses. Off to a great start here. We fire off the Moonblast. It's going to be super effective, and it's enough to one-shot the Darkrai. Now, there's an element of randomness to the AI and what moves she selects as well. Most of the time, Darkrai goes for Sludge Bomb there, and Gardevoir does survive, but either way, we're off to an even better start with Gardevoir still remaining at full health as Cynthia sends out Palkia. Now, normally, we hold our Mega Fillator. We have 2 Mega Evolutions on the team, but since Gardevoir is off to such a great start and an advantage, we're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve into Mega Gardevoir. Palkia attacks first and goes for Hydro Pump. This is going to be big damage here. Let's hope the special defense buff from the Mega Evolution is enough to tank the hit, and in fact, Mega Evolving was smart there. We're going to retaliate with the Moonblast, and let's see if it's enough to take him out. Palkia goes down to the Moonblast in one shot, and that's 2 kills on the board for Gardevoir. And this was normal Palkia, however, some variations of Cynthia's team, she has the origin form of Palkia, the one that kind of looks like a horse, and that's pretty cool. Now Garchomp comes out, and we know that he is either Scarfed or Mega Evolution. However, he goes for the Earthquake, confirming that he is in fact Scarfed, and that's good information to know as Gardevoir goes down. Next, we're going to bring out Salamence, and this is a good switch because we know Garchomp is now locked into Earthquake, and he cannot hit. Now, we know Cynthia is going to switch out here. We don't want to lock ourselves into Outrage, so we click Dragon Claw instead to get off some big damage on whoever comes out next. Cynthia sends out Shaman, who will now be on the receiving end of the Dragon Claw. We attack with Dragon Claw, and it deals about half health. And one more Dragon Claw would do the trick here. However, Shaman is also Choice Scarfed, and it has Hidden Power Ice, so we want to get Salamence out of there ASAP. Predicting the incoming HP Ice, we switch Salamence out for Weavile. And Weavile's going to type resist the HP Ice. We predicted right. Shaman goes for Hidden Power Ice, and we type resist. Even Weavile, being as fragile as he is, tanks it like a champ. And these choice items like Choice Scarf and Choice Band are really high risk, high reward. We're seeing the downside here in this battle as we've used it to exploit both Garchomp and now Shaman as well. He decides to stay in and go for another HP Ice, doing negligible damage as we finish him off with the Ice Punch. And Shaman goes down. Now, in one of her other variations of the team, she has Shaman Sky form, the grass flying type. And my suspicion is that her team changes depending on the player's team, but I'm not 100% sure. If any of you guys know exactly, go ahead and leave a comment. I always love to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps out a ton. Now, we've still got Scarfed Garchomp to deal with, so we go for the 4x super effective priority Ice Shard, but it's not enough to take him out in one shot. Garchomp attacks with Earthquake, and Weavile will fall. If only we had the Never Melt Ice on Weavile to boost his Ice type Ice Shard and be able to one-shot Garchomp, well, we're now seeing the upsides of those choice items. Garchomp outspeeding everybody on the team, including Weavile, as fast as he is. We send out Aegislash to try to finish it off with a Shadow Sneak, but Cynthia reads us like a book and switches into Dialga. Now, this isn't going to deal very much damage. We transform into the attack stance, the blade stance. We fire off the priority Shadow Sneak, and it's stab, but it's only a 40 base power move. Dialga has solid defense, and it doesn't deal much damage at all. Now, we're going to King Shield here just to scout. There's no real reason not to. Dialga knows Fire Blast, and it looks like he indeed is going to go for it here. Aegislash would have been toast if we did not King Shield there. Now, this is a bad matchup for us. We want to get Aegislash out of there as soon as possible, so we switch him out for Garchomp, predicting another Fire Blast, but it looks like Cynthia is going to make a switch of her own as Giratina joins the battlefield. Now, this form of Giratina that Cynthia has in this variation of the team is more of the attack form. However, it still has insanely high defenses. And with Garchomp no longer being able to Mega Evolve since we used it on Gardevoir, we're not going to be able to take him out in one shot regardless. Our best bet is to just stay in and go for damage. We fire off the Outrage, we deal big damage, but again, it is not enough to one shot. Giratina retaliates with the Draco Meteor, and this is for sure going to take us out in one blow. Now, Garchomp goes down, but we were able to get Giratina pretty low, as well as having his special attack harshly reduced from the blowback of the Draco Meteor. We bring out Salamence. We know we're going to be faster here. Giratina is relatively relatively slow, and Salamence is just such a beast. He's low enough where a Dragon Claw will do the trick. We fire up the Dragon Claw, it's super effective, and Giratina goes down. And now Cynthia is down to her final 2 Pokemon as Garchomp comes back out to play. Now, Garchomp outspeeds our entire team. We're gonna take a hit here either way, so we decide to sacrifice Salamence and we go down to the Outrage. This brings the match down to an even 2v2. However, we still have a huge advantage. Garchomp is low on health. He is now locked into Outrage, and we get a clean switch into Aegislash. Now, we're pretty safe here. We just have to click Shadow Sneak, and this is just showing how important priority moves really are. Otherwise, we would not be able to outspeed the Garchomp. First, we hit him with the priority Ice Shard, and now finish him off with the priority Shadow Sneak. We take some rough skin damage, but Garchomp goes down, and Cynthia is now down to her final Pokemon. Dialga joins the battlefield once more. It's still pretty healthy, and we know that it knows Fire Blast. This is a tough matchup for Aegislash. Now we King Shield, and it's not only because we want a turn of Leftovers heals, but more importantly, we need Aegislash to be in the defense stance if we want any chance of surviving a Fire Blast. Now, we are slower. Our choices are we can opt for guaranteed damage and go for Shadow Sneak, or risk having the tank of Fire Blast. But I trust Aegislash. He's a champ and just barely hangs on with 43 health, taking the Fire Blast like a boss. And now we can get a proper attack off. We transform back into the Blade stance and attack with Shadow Claw. It still doesn't deal too much damage, but it does a lot more than Shadow Sneak would have. But we're not done yet. We go for the Shadow Sneak just to get some extra credit chip damage. We want to get Dialga as low as possible before we inevitably go down to the Draco Meteor. And if I were to do this battle again, I definitely would have put weakness policy on Aegislash instead of Leftovers, because now knowing that we can tank a Fire Blast, that Shadow Sneak boosted by the 2x attack multiplier would have done some big damage and probably would have been able to 1v1 the Dialga. But this battle's not over yet, as we bring out Magnezone to finish the job. Dialga goes for Fire Blast, however, his special attack has been harshly lowered from the Draco Meteor. And even if it wasn't, Magnezone has the sturdy ability anyway. Either way, we fire off the Mirror Coat, doubling its damage, and Dialga goes down, and that's GG. Champion Cynthia. And this was a fun one. I always love battling Cynthia. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a comment. I always love to hear your thoughts, and also let me know if you guys want to see me battle the other variations of Cynthia's team. I already know the comments are coming. Oh, this was the easiest one. The other team's way harder. They all seem pretty hard to me, but let me know what you guys think. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.